Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today it's the 13th of May 2023. As usual, quick favour if you would, and that is if you would please subscribe to the channel. That'd be marvellous, big help and appreciated, so please do click the button if you would. Righty ho, proper good one today. Uriah Heep. Big fan of course, I've been for decades, and two of their classic old albums from the mid 1970s, Wonderworld and High and Mighty, are out on picture disc. Excellent news, and big monster thanks to Matt from Save Gringo PR for sending them to me for review purposes. Huge thanks, Matt. Top man, top stuff indeed. Seriously appreciate what you've done there, sending them to me. So the albums themselves say that if you're a big Heep fan like me, you'll know about both of them. But if not, they are different in style. The pair of them. I guess you could say that at the time, Heep were in a with Wonderworld they were starting a sort of transitional period. I guess you could say from that classic trademark Uriah Heep like heavy prog metal sound, which was Wonderworld, to a more straight ahead sort of like melodic tin style, which was more evident on High and Mighty. And arguably again you could say that this change in style transition, whatever you want to call it, was due to various lineup changes that went on during this time, because of course Wonderworld was the final album which Gary Thane played on before his untimely passing. John Wetton came in because he appeared first on Return to Fantasy and then on High and Mighty. And High and Mighty, of course, was David Byron's final album with Heep. Wonderworld continued that fine run of albums from the early to mid 70s, which put Uriah Heep firmly in the big time. And on Wonderworld, all that trademark Ken Hensley swirling organs and keys combined with Mick Boxer's frantically riffing guitar, David Byron's remarkable vocals, backed up by Thane's excellent bass lines and Lee Kerslake powerhouse drumming, made quite a recipe for success. And that's all over Wonderworld. The slow burning title track showcased Byron's vocals, thumping Suicidal Man, hard rocking and catchy So Tired, bluesy Something or Nothing, and the progged up Dreams being particular highlights for me on Wonderworld. High and Mighty, a couple of years later, wasn't as successful, though it still sold in respectable numbers, whereas Wonderworld was top 50 in the UK and America amongst other places as well. But High and Mighty sold in good numbers but wasn't quite as successful, and divided opinion amongst Heep fans somewhat, with that slant coming in towards sort of like that more traditional heavy rock approach. But so I think it's an underrated album, and it remains one of my favourite Heep albums to this day. One way or another is a nice chunky opener with a typical cutting box riff, big hook. Weeping Silence is sort of like brutally atmospheric. Misty Eyes, another catchy one, as is you can't keep a good band down. That really rocks on. And overall, if you give High and Mighty a chance, it's got a lot to offer if you judge it on its own merits, and don't think back to Wonderworld and Demons and Wizards and all that stuff. That's the music. So the picture discs and themselves are quality indeed. Nice, good old-fashioned chunky vinyl. One side produces the original front cover artwork, and the other on the reverse. It's splendid stuff, more than a worthy addition to any Heep fans collection, or indeed the collection of any vinyl buff, if collecting vinyl's your bag. But if picture discs aren't your thing, other versions of these two albums still remain available, CD streaming and all that stuff. So perhaps if you're listening to this and you're not familiar with Uriah Heep and you don't fancy splashing out on a picture disc, pick up the CDs or stream or whatever format you prefer to discover what a great band they were back then, and indeed remain so to this day, because their latest album, Chaos and Colour, is a proper monster indeed. So you can bag your CDs or your picture discs or stream it or whatever you want to do from Amazon as well as other places, but I'll put links underneath in the description to everything on Amazon, so you can go there and check it out. And again, massive thanks to Matt from Save Gringo. Do appreciate you sending them to me, and I'll put a link to Matt's PR website underneath as well, so you can go and see what Matt gets up to. So do check him out. So Uriah Heep, top band for like the last 50 odd years, was it? Can't keep a good band down, right? And you'll listen to that on High and Mighty. So there we are. They're Wonderworld and High and Mighty on picture disc. Do check them out, or other formats if that's what you prefer. Thanks again to Matt, and please subscribe to the channel before you go. And of course, as always, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and take care.